Hi guys, just wanted to talk about the US 500 and also in the same context, I want to tell you about this indicator and it's sort of like it's got good potential. It will basically tell us that when we've prices zigzagged outside the channel, so we can think of this band as being like a trend, and we've got like the support resistance, and when price zigzags outside the channel, then we get like a little X, like a cross, just to say we've over exceeded the channel. So if we look at the daily, admittedly we had some here, then we had like that drop, and I think we're probably overdue because we're seeing some over here. All right. What is interesting is the channel is narrowing, and what I wanted to bring your attention to was that this is doing this. So we are going to be undergoing a squeeze where there'll just be price will be throttled, and now it'll have to break basically, and we'll see a little sell-off. It is worth noting that the risk sentiment is going slightly towards risk off over time, so that's reinforcing this idea of a tiny little sell-off. Remember, it's going to be a buy the dip opportunity, and it might be worth getting a copy of this indicator so you'll know when we've broken this lower band. It says 4381 here. So whenever you get a cross develop below the band, then that's a good time to buy, right? However, it's worth probably just mentioning, if we look at the hourly, we're seeing like a little top-in fashion here on the 4 hourly, sorry. Lots of overextension, and we're actually curving down. We are below some support, and if we go to the hourly, it's even more pronounced on the hourly. So what you want to be doing is trying to buy the dips, but I think on the daily, I think we could potentially have a little test of this bottom band, and it will just be a buy the dip opportunity. We are probably overdue a tiny little bit of a sell-off. We would not had like a 2% move in a long, long time. I mean, this is a daily chart, so we're gonna have to go back quite a long way until we see like a big sell-off, and we're well overdue. And the sentiment does help reinforce that bias, like I said. So it might be worth just having a look at this indicator. And what's quite interesting is that you can use it for UJ, well, occurrences really. And what's quite peculiar is that go to the hour, look what the stop loss clusters are. Now that's just really bizarre. There's the upper band, lower band, like pretty much exactly. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. You can see how UJ has been quite tricky. We are going quite sideways, but we are carving like the highs over time. Admittedly, this is we had a lower high, but higher lows here. So I think we're going to have like some kind of maybe some kind of triangle break scenario. But you've got your levels anyway for UJ, so you can see how that's going to work. And we can see it's trending up. We haven't exceeded the bands, so we're okay. And I think we're probably going to get the SLC unless they move the stops higher. So really just an idea to maybe look at this indicator. It's got lots of potential. I'm going to show you, let me get rid of this, but you can see how we got a triangle break. Let me get rid of this. And I wanted to show you one other indicator that was given to us. Insert indicators, custom. It's this one. We just use the default values. It's called the currency strength Gurara, 28 pairs. And all it does, it measures USD crosses against the yen crosses. And it can see that the dollar is performing well, it's performing better than the yen. And that's how we get the 2.9. It's simply a subtraction between the two. So you could potentially use this in conjunction with the retail sentiment. Obviously, I've kept it clean just for this video. I just wanted to show you the bands and really what's happening with the US 500. So we've got rejection of the median line there. So I think what we'll probably do, we're probably going to come down and test 4381, which is 100 points away. And when it does, expect some scary news stories to develop. And that will just like settle into the unconscious collective, and then they'll give a few hours to digest the information, and then the bears will come back in force. They'll wake up from the hibernation, and as soon as they start selling, then this will come up because it want to take their stops. And the big fish, they want to satisfy the opposite side of the trade. So if there's lots of sellers, it's going to mean it's more of a buy for them. Yeah, and so it's just like just the way that the market works. It's how it favors a strong sell bias from the retail guys in order for price to come up because they're counter trend. So potential scenario, we're going to get downside, but we'll wait and see. And we've got the CPI data as well, which I'll show you the time of. If I go to daily FX and I'll drag this across, and you can see. So that's at 1:30. It's not much really on the calendar. This has just happened right now, so you'll probably expect to see the pound moving a little bit. And we got the CPI data at 1:30. So we'll have to wait and see. It's potentially going to be like bearish for indices and positive for dollar, but we'll have to wait and see. No one really knows what's going to happen, but this is going to set a precedence for the Fed meeting next week. So this is going to be eyed by Powell and his buddies. So fingers crossed that it works out for you. Just be careful. We could potentially get to 4.380-ish, and then we'll wait and see. And then it'll be by the dip opportunity, okay? And maybe just try these indicators out as well. And I'll put the link on the spreadsheet so you guys can get access to that. It'll be on the starter pack. And have a good day, and I'll speak to you later.